Hey guys, what's up? Meetup Procrastinator back here after a very long time, and yeah, it's been a while. Been about a few minutes or a while, something like that. But anyway, I am back for now. I don't know how long that is going to be because stuff's been going on as usual. So yeah, haven't really been able to have time to record. Got work and school, and the school just started back and everything, but yeah, I'll figure something out. Trust me, I got this. I don't have this. But yeah, I'm back for now only because if you haven't read the title, Nostalgia Critic has finally done a review to a movie I've been waiting for him to do for a while. Uh, yeah, he is doing The Iron Giant, my favorite movie of all time. There probably are movies that are better, but this one holds a very special place in my heart. But I don't really want to get. I don't know if I don't want to get into it. I don't know. I'll decide later. But anyway, yeah, I love the Iron Giant a lot. Uh, just because it's awesome. I love the Giant. I love Hope. Okay, just put it in this frame. I have to. I even have the DVD somewhere in this house, and I watched the movie probably 10 times every year. Probably once or every month, possibly for everything. That's how many times I watch it. Okay, and like even if it never comes on TV, does it? If it ever did come on TV, I would stop everything I'm doing just to watch it, no matter how important it was. I would stop it. I could be bleeding down the floor. I will stop the bleeding and just watch the movie, and then I'll probably die after that. But anyway, yeah, I love the movie a lot. I want to know what he thinks about it. I want to know what you think about it. Do you like the movie? Do you hate the movie? What do you hate about the movie? And when you tell me why you hate the movie and what you hate about it, I'll tell you why you're wrong. Just tell me in the comments down below, and I will tell you why you're wrong. It will probably just be a response saying, I don't know. I don't really know what I would say. So yeah. But anyway, um, yeah, I might as well go into it. But this one's besides the actual movie being really good and everything, and even that scene at the end still get me tear up almost every single time. I love the movie mostly because it was a movie me and my grandfather got for me when I was very young. Back when there was VHSs, if you must still remember those. But yeah, it was in a VHS. Came with like a little Iron Giant toy. Actually, give me a second. I think I still have them. Yes, yes, I have them. I have the Iron. I have the Giant. See, I can only focus in. Focus, focus, you stupid camera. There you go. Focus, maybe. Probably better if I actually whatever. But yeah, I have the little Iron Giant toy. I've had him since, like I said, the VHS. He does not have a leg. He is missing a leg, and his little antenna cannot find it. That leg, funny enough, this leg used to be lost, and I used to have the other leg, but I lost the other leg when I found this one. So he was almost complete at one point. I mean, when I got him, he was complete, but after that, he kind of lost his leg. Also, this leg don't stay on at all, so that's a thing. But anyway, yeah, that should get. Like I said, my grandfather got the movie for me and came with this little toy, and I just loved it a lot. Just holds a lot of sentimental value to me. But I wish his leg was stay on. I would put on the other leg. Well, let's try to get me. No, I'm not cool. This is pretty much gonna be a toy that I will never get rid of in my entire life. So Giant, just sit right there. You're gonna watch what Doug thinks of you, and we will find out if he is right or wrong. I'm sorry, he fell over. Stay there. But yeah, like I said, this movie holds a lot, means a lot to me. So I'm very curious about what Doug is going to say. I don't even know if I'm in focus right now. If I'm in focus, it doesn't matter. That'll do. I'm still trying to figure out the I got me a new lens and everything, so I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, yeah, let's just get into the video because I really want to know, and I'm kind of on time crunch. I just looked at time. I'm on time crunch. So with that said, let's begin the video right now. All right, we are now here to begin the video of Nostalgia Critic doing the Iron Giant review, which will begin in 3, 2, 1, play.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com.
Ah,
Go to the
stamps.
store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience.
Yeah, like... That's how I know I'm out of practice. I forgot how loud that thing was. But yeah, who would go to the store right now to get stamps? I sure as heck wouldn't. Hi, Doug. I like it. I like... Not my favorite intro, but I do like it. What am I saying? I don't even have an intro. I wish I did, though. Kinda cool, maybe. I don't think I deserve an intro, really.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
Hi, Doug.
I remember it so you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never saw Brad Bird as a man who directed masterpieces.
How dare you!
But that's part of what makes his work so special.
I'm with
If
the
you were to link
thumbs.
films with, say, restaurants, Citizen Kane and Seven Seal would be the classic 5-star places. Into the
Probably.
Spider-Verse and Hereditary might be one of those off-color experimental spots. Fast food would be, I guess it depends on the chain. And Brad Bird films would be those ma and pa restaurants. They're not creating anything new, but they're taking something that already gives us joy and adding their own unique touches to it.
I can
Think
see
about
it.
A superhero family, we've seen that. An unconventional chef, that's been done. Mission Impossible is clearly based on the 60s show Get Smart. And naturally, a friendly creature from space is found by a child who wants to hide it from a big bad organization.
E.T.
Yes! Best comeback from a director ever! You know I'm talking about Iron Giant.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. What the heck is Mac and me?
Though a financial disappointment when it first came out, Iron Giant has grown a massive following since its
Correct.
premiere in 1999, resulting in merchandise, TV marathons, even appearances in other movies. Considered by many to be Brad
I haven't
Bird's
even watched
main
Ready
focus,
Player
and to
One, but
some
I am
extent,
going to
I do agree.
watch it just because of the movie.
It
Just
is
the
incredibly
teasing there.
charming, clever, and heartwarming, but from a storytelling perspective, it's not doing anything that groundbreaking. In
Yeah.
fact, you could argue this is one of the most overdone kids' films cliches. With that said, it falls into a category of other great films that use familiar stories but tell them in such a way that they feel brand new. So what is it about Iron Giant that clicked with people just enough to overlook the little faults that it had?
It's cool as
Well,
hell.
let's
It's
go
good.
back in
Guy
time to the
giant
90s so we can
robot.
go back in time to the 50s. This is Iron Giant. The film begins with a flaming ball from space landing off the coast of Maine.
That's,
Oh, thank God. Last time I played that drinking game, I ended up in Kingdom Hospital, and they were weird there.
Kingdom
A
Hospital?
sailor, played by
Anyway.
Emmett Walsh, thinks he sees a lighthouse, but the lighthouse sees him.
Either way, it works.
Bite my colossal metal ass!
The sailor washes onto shore, and we cut
Thank
to the
God.
next day, where we see a little boy named Hogarth, played by
Hi,
Eli
Go-
Marienthal, visit his mom Annie, played by Jennifer Aniston, at a diner where she works.
Guess what I found?
Hogarth,
squirrel.
we've been through this before. No pets.
I told you no pets unless they're over 2 stories and recyclable. I know they're weird
Yeah.
conditions, but they're my conditions.
Do you remember
Okay,
the
Mom,
raccoon,
I'll meet you
Hogarth?
conditions.
I remember the raccoon.
Don't
What
worry,
did
he got his in another Bird production.
Oh, yeah.
His new pet is a squirrel that escaped and goes up the pant leg of a customer named Dean, played by
Hi,
Eric
Dean.
Connick Jr.
My son bothering you?
Yes. No,
Oh, nuts.
call me Dean.
Don't worry, she's used to this behavior when people ask about a friend's reunion. He interrupts talking to the little boy to take his squirrel out of his pants. What was this rated? And it runs amok throughout the diner.
What was this rating?
I don't know if there's a poll for the best spit take, but that would definitely be in the top 3.
Yeah, I would see it.
This is one of those movies that thrives on little touches. Most kids in film just say hello when they're answering the phone, but Hogarth has the traditional greeting most parents teach their kids, complete with disinterest.
Hello, this is Hogarth Hughes speaking. Who's calling, please? Hello, this is Hogarth Hughes speaking. Who's calling, please?
You'll
Yep,
also
I remember
notice
that.
a waitress opens the door on Annie.
Thank you.
If you've worked at a restaurant, you know it doesn't matter if she cured polio, that's your bitch of the day. Even
Yep.
the corny movie Hogarth watches has a cheesy feel of the time period. You could easily see this on Mystery Science Theater,
I kind of won't.
seem
I wish
to
this was a
have
real
left
movie.
My keys in the lab.
or in the O'Brien production. Something messes with the reception, though, and everything else around the house, so
Yep,
Hogarth gears
no
up
one
to
heard it.
search for what it could be.
No one heard the giant at all. Master of... He's a ninja.
Minus 2 points for not making a teaser poster out of that! He finds the Iron
Huh.
Giant, making this a very short movie. No,
Oh,
he's
well.
spared, but our giant friend
Yay.
gets zapped when he's trying to eat some metal. Hogarth saves him by turning off the power. You know those giant on-off switches that are easy to access. How's
Yeah,
the
I've seen
power
one of those
outage not
before.
happened here earlier, causing the giant to pass out.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Giant.
I am Octoman.
Smells like vanilla.
How dare you? How dare you interrupt this movie?
Natto.
Somehow this is still less scary than the snowman that came to life last winter.
True.
The giant disappears and he stumbles across his mother searching for
Ninja
him.
Ninja Giant.
Hogarth.
Robot! Really, it
Hogarth,
is metal!
stop it! Just stop.
I'm always impressed how Aniston can take what's often a very thankless role and give it
Mm-hmm.
more dimension than what's usually written. Annie's not the most complex character, but every line delivery sucks you into whatever emotion she's going through.
I'm not.
Yeah, she's not.
I'm not.
She don't want to deal with the robot stuff right now.
Even the confusion in how she says okay is so believable, it gets a laugh.
Forgot to wash my hands.
Well, okay.
Remember when that was met with a shrug instead of a you better? We may have our differences, but there's some things we can all agree on. The duck and cover short is the funniest part of the movie.
Yep. That's gonna be my head.
The sailor calls
Oh,
the
my-
government
that's
about
gonna be
the
my
metal
head for a
giant
while
he saw,
now.
so they send in Kent
Even more than
Mansley,
usual.
played by, I'm just gonna say it, the greatest typecast bully in cinema history, Christopher McDonald.
Hogarth?
Yeah.
Embarrassing name. Might as well call him Zeppo or something.
He's one of those actors who always plays the same horribly written antagonist, yet somehow always makes it funny.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Still have not even seen that movie. I got to one day.
He's the exact same here. Not that Mansley is badly written. He's got a few funny scenes, and I swear to God this needs to be a t-shirt. But McDonald's performance
I would wear
elevates
that
it to a
shirt.
whole new level of hilarity.
Good for Happy Gilmore, oh my God!
Probably the homecoming queen. Oh my god!
I also like he isn't just a kook that no one believes, like he talks about aliens or Bigfoot all the time or something. He has to be convinced like everyone else, and
Yeah, he
thankfully,
didn't believe
he's
at first.
convinced very early, making it funnier when no one believes him, as he knows too how totally ridiculous it sounds.
A giant metal monster.
He does have some sense, he's just not always that kind or bright in utilizing it.
I don't
Yeah,
feel safe.
he's just
Hogarth.
too paranoid,
I'm
if you will.
talking about your gold on security, Hogarth. While you're
If you will,
snoozing in your
I think.
jammies, we're wide awake and worried.
That's a great impression of modern journalism. Hogarth returns to the woods to find the giant, but it looks like the giant finds him.
Do you
He's very good at
talk?
finding people.
Blah, 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 like that? You get the idea anyway.
Kind of.
Why, this is so innocent. It must have a dog head turn.
Don't you remember anything? Maybe
Nope.
it's that bump on your head.
Don't worry about
Of
memories.
course, robot amnesia works the exact same as human amnesia. I'll tell you, if he acts like James Franco in his second childhood, I am all in.
Yep.
That's right!
Now this is embarrassing, but I once wrote you a play in high school.
The
That'd be
giant,
hilarious.
voiced by Vin Diesel's easiest paycheck since I Am Groot, acts like a lost
Yeah.
child who only trusts Hogarth as he saved his life.
My own giant robot. I am now the luckiest kid in America.
I feel like
It's
the
like
world.
those Transformer movies, minus the horniness and racism. Surprising
Yeah.
as this is the 50s.
Also, I still love. I remember there was one meme I saw about that where he's saying, like, luckiest kid in America. It's kind of like, what? Is there like another kid in like China or something who has 2 robots? 3? 5? Do they transform? Do they hide? Probably. So, like, he's only lucky in America. That means there's a kid in every other country who's luckier than he is by some comparison. I guess that would make sense. I don't. Probably in Canada. Probably have a giant moose. Something like that. I don't know. Who do you think would be luckier than Hogarth at this time period right now with him having a giant robot as a friend? Companion thing. Slave. Companion.
No. Me go. You stay.
And that won't come back to
No
haunt us in a while.
following.
Ever guessed at a track convention? He starts eating the tracks when, of course, a train starts making its way towards them.
Of course!
There, that one there.
Dar perfectionist.
Let's go.
He was gonna let that train derail. It's not a Brad Bird film without a body count.
Yeah.
The giant is hit, but he puts
There's-
himself back together as his missing limbs home in on the rest of him.
Wow, you can fix yourself.
Why can't you fix yourself? What, I break your antenna too? I've been looking. Let me see when the VHS hold on. I have to do research real fast. Okay. Iron Giant VHS with toy. Okay. Okay, it's the 1999. So it's been about a while. I know for a fact that I had your leg at one point in time. Don't fall apart of me now. I'm sorry, little buddy. I just scared the bejeebus out of him. I'm sorry. Just forget it. I'm sorry. Just lay down and relax. You've had a rough life. Dream about invading other planets. Something like that.
It took years of Buddhist meditation, but okay.
Here, okay? I'll be back.
Mansley talks to the train engineers, voiced by Animation In-Jokes, and goes to Hogarth's house to use the phone.
Would you say grace, please?
Hogarth's in trouble though when he finds the giant give a hand in the kitchen. I was this close to saying that joke was too stupid. No regrets.
Just put in front of us and stop!
Thank God robot hands are equipped with human hearing.
Thank God.
Devil! Get out of here!
Greatest prayer ever.
Satan.
Have you been watching Sean Hannity again?
Yeah.
Everything about this scene is comic gold. The hand spontaneously moving like a dog, Hogarth's reaction to creating a diversion by causing too much damage, and of course Hogarth's meeting of Mansley.
Hey there, Scout. Kent
Close
Mansley,
door.
power for the government.
Back when... No, that's always been a typical response.
Yeah.
Care to see one of the reasons this movie's PG?
Oh, hello there.
Oh, that's PG. Forget about that.
Can I boob
I always
your
hate that
phone?
to me
Can
for
I abuse
years
my
to
phone?
little
I mean,
staff.
He tries to get General Rogard, played by John Mahoney, to investigate the giant, but naturally he doesn't believe him.
If
Of course.
you told me you'd found, say, giant footprint, I might send over an expert. Hell,
You
you
have
get me a
a ton of
photograph
those.
of this thing, and I could probably get some troops over there.
Hell, if you get a Pete Townshend musical about the whole thing, I'll come out there myself. That might take a little research for some of you, but you'll get it. He
Okay.
puts together that Hogarth saw the giant and questions him.
See anything unusual, Hogarth?
Gotta use the bathroom.
Why does my cooking always result in that reaction? God, this is probably what killed his father.
Probably.
The hand is in the bathroom just before this awkwardness.
Mom! Little privacy!
Why is he looking? Ow.
Ew, I just got a sneak peek of Elsagate. Mansley leaves and Hogarth brings
Thank
the
God he
giant
left.
his equivalent of bedtime stories.
Superman. Sure, he's famous now, but he started off just like you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I can add that to the list of films that did this already. The giant gets hungry, so Hogarth takes him
yeah.
to a junkyard where he can get some metal.
Thank God. There's a junkyard right across the way.
He's just like Superman. Well, Superman didn't eat his own kind like a cannibal. Maybe in the Snyder Cut.
All right, who's out there?
It turns out Dean owns the junkyard, so
Convenient.
Hogarth distracts him while the giant continues to eat.
Bye, giant. Bye,
Once I
giant.
turn it into art, I can't give it away. What am I? A junk man who sells art or an artist who sells junk?
The verdict is still out on some directors. Dean hears something outside and discovers the giant, but Hogarth convinces him that they're friends and that it's best if he stays there for the time.
He's very good at
Back at
convincing
home,
people of
Mansley
everything.
rents out the extra room at the house so he can
Of course.
interrogate Hogarth further.
You think this middleman is fun, but who built it? The Russians, the Chinese, Martians, Canadians? I don't care.
Canadians. You're always America's punchline because America's the rest of the world's punchline.
Yep. We have to have
Hogarth
someone, I
slips in
guess.
a laxative because this is still a 90s movie and that was the comedic answer to everything, and he
Of course.
escapes. He gets to the giant and they just kind of play for the next few scenes.
Yeah.
This is where the writing could possibly be a little better. The scenes where they play
Okay.
are funny and entertaining, but
Yeah,
they
I'll
don't
have to-
really further that much. I know
Yeah.
it strengthens the connection between these characters. I don't want to see them cut, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow they could integrate their way into the story a bit stronger. I don't know.
I like
wouldn't they be questioning him more or communicating with him more? I get a little kid acting this way, but a grown man discovering an alien and just having a picnic the next day
He
seems a
doesn't
little
care.
odd. But like
I
I
did
said
not see him
before,
caring.
These are minor issues and are often followed by stronger scenes.
This thing. I always remember this scene.
To be fair, that deer didn't notice a 100-ton robot till he was a few feet away. A hunter would have gotten him relatively soon.
You're not wrong.
Yes. Guns kill.
That's why you'll never see me with one of those. Well, I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so. Who knew? Don't you dare turn that though.
Grammarly does more than catch errors.
How dare you interrupt my
With
time?
Grammarly, you can.
Welcome to ASMR Stamps. As we slowly adjust to the new normal, we need to still be smart about how we
What?
do business.
I'm just gonna skip past this real fast.
With Stasis brings all.
Maybe I should do ASMR stuff. What the hell would I do? I have nothing really.
Use your computer
Okay.
to print official US postage 24/7 for just
I have nothing relaxing over here to do.
for the home page microphone. So go.
Okay, I'll go after review. Then I'll leave. Hurry up.
Like our videos? Subscribe to be
No.
notified about them.
Ha! Who likes
Actually be
these
notified
videos?
About them, click on that bell as well. Also, don't
Oh,
forget
yeah.
to check us out on Twitch, playing some games.
Speaking of that, please do not forget to subscribe and possibly hit the bell icon. I mean, you can if you want to. You get notified about whenever I decide to release a video. One of these days. And you can also hit a like if you want to, but you don't have to. Just throwing that out there while I'm thinking about it. Anyway, back to
telling
this.
some jokes, and overall having a good time. Hope to
I have
see you
Twitch,
there.
but I don't use it. Should I stream? Anyway, back to this thing.
Hogarth has a talk with the giant about
Mhm.
what death is and whether or not he can die. You know, kid stuff.
Yeah.
You're made of metal, but you have feelings, and you think about things, and
Mhm.
that means you have a soul.
Christ, you're making me feel for all my electronics.
Do you want to play a game?
What is it you want to do?
Nobody's ever asked me that before. I suppose die.
That went dark.
Yeah.
Mansley discovers a picture Hogarth took
I'm too
with the
scared to
giant
ask my
called
phone
the
right now.
General, and demands Hogarth tells him where to find him.
Protect your mother.
My mom?
In fact,
Yeah.
we could make it so difficult that it would be irresponsible for us to leave you in her care.
Letting you play the power station, almost getting hit by trains, messing with dangerous weapons.
I mean, that's all fine, dandy. That's all fine. Well, she wasn't there anyway.
And Mansley keeps him in his room until the army arrives.
There's a fun little stare down.
You did that like it's a thing kids do. Mansley
That's what
falls
he does.
asleep, though, giving Hogarth time to warn Dean.
Anyway,
course.
I haven't sold him yet, so if you really want him.
Not gonna lie, I'm kinda shocked nobody's made a collector's model out of that. Duck
Oh, I
and
didn't
Cover
know
is the
make-
funniest scene, but this is a close second.
You realize how much hardware I brought out here? You just blew millions of Uncle Sam's dollars out of your butt!
The military heads back, and
I
once
love-
again, they start playing.
Of course.
One creature could create so much
And he has a gun.
As if that wasn't out of nowhere, the giant sees Hogarth's gun as a threat, and Dean does a complete 180 on him.
He's our friend.
He's a piece of hardware, Hogarth. He's a weapon, a big gun.
Yeah, I guess kind of
The
see it.
giant shot at the kid, but there's not even like a look of shock on his face. Like he always knew this could happen, despite
Yeah.
him not giving any indication. Yeah, sure, he can stay here, can't see any problems. Yeah, sure, I'll hide him. Good thing you notified me about that.
I
He's a
feel like he just
monster.
doesn't care.
But the funny thing is, there's actually a deleted scene that accounts for this.
Oh?
The giant dreams about where he came from.
Yeah, I
and
remember that
destroying
scene.
the Earth while he projects his visions on the TV, with
Mhm.
Dean catching the tail end of it. Had they kept that scene in, this moment would have made a lot more sense. But in the
True.
original, it's pretty sporadic.
You almost did.
I forgot about the rest of the scene though.
You guys don't play nice. I'm telling my mom. She's a
What mom?
Megazord.
He reacted to the gun.
His guns kill.
You're not gonna get there fast enough on
Thank
foot.
God for your 180.
Changed my mind again. Maybe we can see a flick, and I can give you all 5 of my opinions on it. Who am I kidding? That's kind of what I do.
Give me the binoculars. What? It's big. It's walking away.
The
Bye.
giant walks towards town where 2 kids fall, and he saves
Yep.
them just in time.
Thank God he saved them.
Daddy!
It's okay. The giant Bradbird ears we all have would have cushioned our fall.
Probably.
The army sees the giant and
I
naturally
can't.
attacks.
Of course.
The giant figures out he can fly though.
Try pointing your arm straight ahead, like Superman.
Thank God for Hogarth.
Awesome! Now sacrifice yourself, even though we know you're gonna come back later. But do it good.
Yeah.
He's shot down though, believing that Hogarth didn't survive the fall.
I mean, given the fact he fell from like 200 giants high up in the air, and I don't know what point he lost grip of Hogarth. Yeah, I would have assumed that Hogarth be dead too. It's a miracle he survived. I'm happy he did, but still, how did he survive? Is my question. The only way he could survive is if Giant had held on to him the entire time down. But then he let go of him at the very end. Whatever. Anyway.
He didn't even live long enough to do that great spoon scene from Country Bears.
That was him?
The Giant's memory returns and he remembers his
Approximately.
original mission.
Destroy. That's a fun scene.
Hogarth, of course, is still alive.
I think that's the scene I love the most. Just probably not a good thing, but I just love him just blowing everything up. Why can't you transform? Man, maybe I should try and make my own little Iron Giant
and the
thing.
army figures they can wipe out one killer machine with another killer machine.
Yeah, we got nuke him.
Not everything, General. The bomb.
We can nuke him.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I have my glasses on. Could you say again?
The bomb.
We have to evacuate the area.
We do?
We gotta get this boy to a hospital.
What boy?
That boy.
It hit them. Hogarth had been dead for 10 years. I'm just kidding. He's over there.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you missed him shooting the giant ass lasers.
See that? Anyone else? No? Okay, maybe
This
I
is
just want
other
a
arm.
last Airbender penis hair moment. I want to notice one! Hogarth brings him back to his senses, but Mansley orders the missile to attack the giant.
Yep, he panicked as hell.
Giant Mansley?
What?
Have I mentioned this is a great villain yet?
Mm-hmm.
He shouts the battle cry of, let's be honest, most politicians.
Screw our country! I want to live!
But the giant stops him and realizes what he has to do.
You stay. I go. No following.
Hi, giant. That is correct.
He flies into the air, destroying the bomb and himself.
Presumably.
Which is kind of redundant when you think about it. A statue is made in his honor. Dean and Annie become a couple as
Apparently.
they talked once and a half. And Hogarth is given the only piece they found of the giant.
He said it was the only part recovered. He thought you should have it.
Of
They
course.
say it was his kidney stone. Wash your hands before eating. In
Like
one of the
me,
most perfect endings a film could have, the piece taps at the window, wanting to connect to the rest of the giant.
Mm-hmm.
He even apparently took the box with him in one frame.
See you later.
The giant slowly, but literally, pulls himself together to
course.
fly another day.
I don't know where he landed, but
Fade out already. We got the joke.
And that was The Iron Giant.
Still a great
It's
movie.
Familiar, but what's wrong with that? I'm glad it finally got the audience it deserves, as over time, it's become a favorite for many families.
And we'll never
The
get a sequel because
animation
there
is
never should be
gorgeous,
one.
The comedy is funny, the characters are super charming, and the heartfelt moments feel genuine rather than forced. In a time where hand-drawn films are sadly not really a thing anymore, I'm glad this one continued to grow a crowd over the years. Though I guess I can't say it's entirely perfect, it becomes more and more likable with every viewing. And that doesn't make it perfect, but it does make it a classic.
what are you talking about? It is perfect.
I'm a nostalgia guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Bye, dog. Doug left. I did not. I'm still here. I'm still here for now. Eventually I'll leave, but not now. But anyway, I can't really say if I remember stuff, because most of this movie is always in the recess of my mind. I can't say forefront, but no, it's always in the recess of my mind. There are a few things I forget. But I did kind of forget about that little deleted scene about Ding seeing the possible dream about where Giant came from. But so that would make that makes sense about why he was on guard. Though the question is, where would that scene fit in if it had been put in the entirety of the movie? Probably been after the day at the lake, because I think he was just. I don't think he gave a damn at all during that time. Well, he was just there to make sure nothing went wrong. I get the feeling. Because like I think he was always like a little on guard about it, but maybe that little cut scene kind of solidified it. And I don't know how the heck he pieced out the reacted to the gun thing that fast. I don't think I ever know. I don't really care. I don't really think about it till now. Also, always gonna love Kent Mansley, especially when he gets yelled out. Great. And the prayer and the duck and cover thing. And one thing I do love that I don't know if anybody remembers this, but I love this. I do love this hand drawn, but I also love that the giant is a CG character. I don't know. I think even before I even knew that, I always felt he was like a little off or something like that. But I guess that's the feeling they're going for. He was just not part of this world, so it would make sense. And I guess I always wish they had made like a sequel to this, but that was back when I was younger and realized before I realized that, nah, they really shouldn't. Mostly because I feel like they would not go the hand drawn way and probably do like CG or something like that or something. I don't really know, and I don't really know what they would do to the story because it kind of completed itself. I feel like if a studio ever tried it, they would try to do like a prequel or something like that. Like talk about where the giant came from and we can get sent off, but I don't know. I feel like that would ruin it a bit. A prequel or a sequel would actually just ruin it completely. Probably. What do you guys think? Also, I'm just flipping through the thing right now. And also, I did cry. I do cry ish every time that he kills himself. Also, the audience is growing because I've introduced 3 people to this movie and 3 or so people to this movie every now and then. So I am helping the audience grow. So yay me! High five me! But yeah, I'm still gonna say I love this movie a lot. My favorite movie. I told you why. My giant is still right here. He's sleeping, even though I just picked him up. Now I want to try to make my own little. I want to see if there's any other Iron Giant toys. I don't know. It'd be funny if it'd be great if they ever made a new one. Probably one day. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm probably just gonna go because I'm out of things to say, and now I just want to watch the movie again. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I hope you guys have fun. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon and a like. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? And tell me why you love the movie, because I know for a fact you don't hate it. Right? There's no way you could ever hate this movie. Right? Right? Good. Glad we agreed on that. So yeah, there's no way anyone could ever hate the movie. It's loved by everyone, even those who don't know it. They even if they don't know it, they know they loved it. So yeah, just tell me why you loved it, okay? And I will see you guys next time, whenever that may be. I'm the Procrastinator, signing off. Goodbye.